Hello, welcome to Excel Communications video series on ZAC. In this video, we'll go over conferencing within ZAC to schedule conference calls. We hope that this helps you using the conference bridge to help your day with being productive. So the conference tab within ZAC, if you click that, you're going to get two options. We're just going to go over the scheduled, basically using the internal conference bridge of the Zultys Unified Communication Server. The web conferencing, we're not going to go over that just yet. We're just going to stick with the audio portion. The web conference would give you video sharing, file sharing, notes, etc. But we're just going to go over audio. So if I click schedule, it's going to show me the setup for a scheduled conference. You're going to put a name for the conference that makes sense to what the conference call is going to pertain to. And it's just what will be in the information sent out to the participants. The next item is going to be type, and that's going to be whether it's a one-time conference call, just a conference call that you're going to set up, send out an invite, get on that conference call, and once the call ends, it's not something that would recur later on in the future. Ongoing would, you'll notice that if we click ongoing, it's going to gray out the date and the time because the ongoing recurrence is done within the email. So once I do this and I send the email out, I would send, this would be like for a monthly managers meeting or board meeting or something to that effect that occurs the same time, monthly, weekly, bi-weekly, whatever the case may be. So for this example, we're just going to do it as a one-time conference call. You would end up picking the date, whatever date the conference call is going to happen. The time the call should commence, and then a duration is really just a courtesy in the invite, simply telling the participants that the call should be 30 minutes. If the call extends past the 30 minutes, this isn't a cutoff time. It won't cut the conference call off, but it is just a courtesy to the participants on how long you believe the call will be. The web collaboration, we're not going to go over. This is just strictly audio. And the slide rule for end call on host leave, if I leave this on to the right, it simply means that if I am the conference leader and I launch a conference call, when I hang up my handset, that disconnects everybody from the conference bridge. It's a good rule to follow if you have a limited amount of conference circuits, so that when you hang up, the other people don't stay in the call and continue to talk after you've hung up and somebody has a conference call following your 30-minute scheduled call and they can't get in because those people decided to continue to talk. If you turn it off, then when you hang up, the people stay in the call and they hang up when they're ready. So you could hit save. If I hit just save, that's going to go into my conference calls and I would have to go in to invite somebody. But typically what you would do is you would say save and invite. Once you say save and invite, it's going to store the conference call in your conferences. You would be able to, at the time that it happens, click the start or go into these three dots and hit start, edit, invite, or delete. So you could start the conference call, you could edit it, date and time, you can send out invites, which you see my Outlook popped up, or I could delete the conference call. So basically what you get after you set those parameters is that you'll email the invite out to the participants who are going to be there. The recurrence that I stated earlier, if it was an ongoing meeting, would be done here in your email. And you'll see that it just says, join my conference call Sunday, May 31st. At the time, test conference call. It says, please join our phone call, what the subject would be, the date, the time, the duration here. And then we give them a telephone number to dial in, and the conference bridge automatically creates an 8-digit conference ID that's unique just for this conference. So you would just send that email out, and then the folks would call in at the specified time, May 31st, and I think it was 6 a.m. I know nobody would do that. But basically, I would, at that date and time, I would hit start, which would launch my phone, go off hook, dial the conference bridge, dial the 8-digit conference ID, and add me as the leader. I could start it here this way without hitting that button. I could edit it, change the date, time, whatever I needed to do. I could send an invite, which I already did, but I could send it and add some other people if I forgot. And then, of course, I could delete it, which we will. So it's not in there. So I'm going to delete it. Okay, so that's it on actually sending out a conference bridge invite, creating the bridge within ZAC. So we appreciate you watching. We hope it helps. And we'll follow up with some more short videos about how to use ZAC and its functions. Take care.